Hello, everyone, and welcome. You are watching Eagle News America. I'm Anna Cui, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we have live updates from several of our correspondents from North and South America, starting with May Davila in Ciudad de Panama.
Panama extends suspension of international commercial flights for another 30 days.
Arlene Campo in Fort Washington, Maryland.
Maryland's health metrics continue to plateau despite the spikes across the United States. Economic recovery continues.
Myla Simbulan from Swarthmore, Pennsylvania.
$50 million hazard pay grant for Pennsylvania's frontline workers in life-sustaining industries.
Carlo Valdez in Union Township, New Jersey.
Federal judge's son shot fatally while husband shot and critically injured in New Jersey home.
Michael Hudson in Everett, Washington.
Governor Inslee keeps pause on counties while volunteer group thrives in Snohomish County.
In Dallas, Texas, Nanita Manawis reports about a judge clarifying that the number of COVID-19 related infant deaths in Nueces County is not a sudden surge. Next, we have Rio Maldacchio in Austin, Texas.
Harmful algae found on Ladybird Lake, pet owners warned, and curbside meals offered to Austin families by Austin Independent School District.
In Pearl Rogacion in North Hills, California.
Los Angeles serves 2,829 households at the drive-through food distribution.
In Sacramento, Bureau Chief Angel Membrera reports about California Governor Gavin Newsom laying out the plan for schools to reopen in the fall. Plus, we will hear from our Eagle News team about their top 5 fruit options for the summer. So make sure you stick around for that. But first, an overview of how the world looks now. According to the Coronavirus Resource Center of Johns Hopkins University and Medicine, as of 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday, July 20, 2020, the number of COVID-19 cases reported worldwide is now more than 14 million. This includes more than 3,800,000 in the U.S. The virus has claimed more than 608,000 lives worldwide. This number includes more than 140,000 deaths in the U.S. Our coverage begins now. Panama extends the suspension of international commercial flights for another 30 days. In Ciudad de Panama, May Davila reports. May?
Thank you, Anna. According to the resolution published by the Autoridad Aeronáutica Civil Panameña, international commercial air operations in Panama will continue to be suspended for an additional 30 days starting July 22, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. Commercial flights in Panama have been suspended since March 22 due to the health emergency as a result of the worldwide COVID-19 outbreak. As of the latest report from the Ministerio de Salud, there are 1,207 new positive cases for a cumulative total of 53,468 cases in Panama and 1,096 deaths because of the pandemic. For this reason, the authorities decided to continue with the quarantine measures in the country, in addition to the suspension of flights and other activities. However, the measure excludes humanitarian flights as well as flights for the transport of food, medical equipment, cargo, and other supplies that may continue to operate in coordination with the authorities. In recent days, several humanitarian flights have arrived with Panamanians and residents who were stranded in various countries in Europe, Asia, and in countries of the American continent in air operations coordinated with the Panamanian Foreign Ministry. Special flights have also been registered to repatriate and change cargo ship crews. Authorities are also coordinating the opening of the mini humanitarian hub at Tocumen International Airport for connecting flights. Only passing flights will be allowed as a connection, so people who are in some of the countries that use Panama as a bridge can pass through the airport to board other planes and head towards their destinations in other countries. Entry of passengers on tourist trips or the entry of people into the country will not be allowed. Desde Ciudad de Panama, May Davila, Eagle News, vivimos en tiempos interesantes.
Thank you for your report, May. I'm wondering, is school back in Panama now?
Yes, actually, today is the first day of my son's online classes through the ESTER virtual platform created by the government for students in public schools.
So they've been online, they've been on the distance learning schedule, right? So how are they adjusting to what looks like an extended distance learning scenario?
Yes, after their first classes today, I asked both my sons. Well, my eldest, who's in the senior year, was pretty satisfied with his new classes. However, my second son, who's in the fifth grade, was a bit frustrated because he wasn't able to understand much because he told me his classmates kept on opening their mics and kept on asking while their teacher was speaking. I guess the kids are still too eager and excited, and they still need to get used to this new format of classes with the help and guidance of us, their parents.
Yes. So how are you? I mean, how are you doing with, with that? I'm sure you're having to help, maybe not your son who's a senior now, but the fifth grader. How much are you having to help him out?
Well, I'm helping him with reviewing his past lessons, so it will be easier for him to understand the lessons now because they only have a few minutes per subject every day.
Wow. So it's still adjusting. Well, it's a good thing that you're able to be home and to help him, right, May? So, well, thank you so much for that report. Continue
Thank
to
you,
take care
Anna.
of you and your family. Be safe.
Thank you.
Maryland's health metrics continue to plateau despite spikes across U.S., and Maryland's economic recovery continues. In Fourth Washington, Arlene Ocampo reports. Arlene?
Thank you, Anna. Maryland's essential health metrics continue to decline. The state has conducted 958,608 tests, and the positivity rate for COVID-19 falls to 4.5%. Current hospitalizations are at 463. To continue the fight against COVID-19, Marylanders must stay cautious and vigilant. Continue practicing social distancing and wearing masks. Marylanders are also encouraged to get tested at the many testing sites throughout the state. Meanwhile, Maryland's unemployment rate is the lowest in the DMV area at 8%. 68,300 jobs were added in the month of June based on a report from the U.S. Department of Labor's Bureau of Labor Statistics. Maryland gained 96,700 jobs in the months of May and June when the state began implementing its COVID-19 recovery plan. Governor Hogan reminded Marylanders that the economy is open, but also recovering at the same time. He pointed out that only the people of Maryland can keep the state open for business by continuing to follow public health guidance. Maryland was able to keep more than 70% of its economy open throughout this pandemic. 98% of the economy is now open and able to operate while observing health safety measures. In helping with the recovery of the economy, Marylanders are encouraged to continue to support local businesses. Governor Hogan declared Maryland Buy Local Week from July 18th through the 26th. Since 2009, the Governor's Buy Local Cookout has served as a launch for the Maryland Buy Local Week. This is where Maryland chefs and producers come together and prepare unique recipes with locally grown or caught ingredients. The recipes are then submitted to compile a Buy Local cookbook, but for this year, the cookout is canceled. To keep the momentum going and not interfere with tradition, the Maryland Department of Agriculture will be sharing a recipe from past cookbooks on social media platforms every day throughout the Maryland Buy Local Week. We should continue to support our Maryland farmers, watermen, growers, and producers. They have been working nonstop since COVID-19 to feed our families, keep our state functioning, and support the local economy. Let's support Maryland Buy Local Week by taking the Buy Local Challenge. This challenge, created in 2006, promotes to include in the daily meals at least one item locally grown, harvested, or produced. This will allow more money back in the pockets of the Maryland producers and reinvest in our communities. In Fort Washington, Maryland, Arlene Ocampo, Eagle News, we live in interesting times. Back to you, Anna.
Thank you for your report, Arlene. That's really good to hear that your economy has been, has been pretty much open all this time, and you've managed to, to do that over there, considering that almost only a handful of states now are not surging with numbers of the cases of COVID-19. So I'm curious about this buy local program. That's really good too. What are you doing to participate in that?
Well, there is a local farm nearby where I live, and they actually sell produce, fruits, homemade donuts, and homemade ice cream. So I will venture over there and pick up my share for the week.
Well, that's good. It's always good to support, our local stores, like you mentioned, local growers, to continue to put back, in your local economy. So thank you, Arlene, for that report. Well, stay safe when you do go out there. Continue to social distance.
Thank you, Anna.
Be safe. When we come back, updates from our correspondents across America will continue. We'll return shortly. This is Eagle News America.
Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Naipakita na nila ang kanilang galing. Nasa inyong mga kamay ang kanilang kapalaran. 100% ng desisyon kung sino ang tatanghaling tagisan ng galing grand winner ay manggagaling sa boto ninyo. Kaya iboto na ang pinakamagaling na contestant para sa iyo. Kung ikaw ay Team Angel Nicole Francisco, text TNG Space Angel and send to 0922-1101-400. Sa palagay mo, Cosmic Angels ang pinakamagaling. Text TNG Space Cosmic and send to 0922-110-1400. Kung Power Duo ang nagpahanga sa iyo, text TNG Space Power and send to 0922-110-1400. Support na kung napahanga ka ni Jonah Chris Bandilio. Text TNG Space Jonah Chris and send to 0922-110-1400.
Number 1 at the best ba para sa'yo si Ed Rain o Clarino? Text TNG Space Ed Rain and send to 0922-110-1400.
Sa text votes, isang boto kada isang mobile number. Make sure na tama ang keyword para valid ang boto mo. Pwede rin kayong bumoto via online. Pumunta lang sa Tagisan ng Galing channel sa YouTube. I-click ang subscribe. Hanapin ang individual performance ng paborito ninyong top 5 finalists. Panoorin, i-like at mag-comment. At i-share. Ang total percentage ng boto para sa inyong paboritong contestant will be computed as follows. 25% ay manggagaling sa inyong text votes. 25% ay mula sa bilang ng mga views. 25% para sa total numbers of likes. At 25% ang magmumula sa total number of shares ng mga videos ng kanilang mga individual performances. Kaya naman, lahat ng boto, views, like at share ninyo ay mahalaga. So, vote now! Sabay-sabay nating abangan kung sino ang tatanghaling grand winner sa Tagisan ng Galing. Tagisan ng Galing is presented by SMC Infrastructure, building a better world. Sanmig sugar-free white coffee, puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na Sanmig sugar-free white coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free. Vet-approved Nutrichos, the only premium dog food with active boost for optimum energy and prebiotics that help strengthen immunity. Just like Catherine Bernardo, gawing listo, ganado ang fur babies niyo. Listo ganado sa Nutrichos. Magnolia Chicken Templados, delicious, ready to cook and freshly marinated daily. Pure Foods Luncheon Meat, pure sarap for every family. Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef, ang cheesy ng corned beef mo. Walang duda, kids can tell na #1 ang Pure Foods Tender Juicy. Ang tender, ang juicy, ang sarap. Co-presented by Cooper, expert in air conditioning and electromechanical. Also engaged in structural, electrical, fire protection, plumbing, and sanitary services. Cooper, your ultimate MEPS and air conditioning solutions. Unlad Incorporated International, fight against global poverty. New San Jose Builders Incorporated. Canrib Corporation, your ventilation and air conditioning specialist. Vita Herbs Philippines Green Coffee, masarap, mabango, at healthy pa. Puerto Rico Resort and Convention Center, Cabiao, Nueva Ecija. I love Puerto Rico. In participation with Philippine National Bank, masasandalan ng pamilyang Pilipino saan man sa mundo. PNB, you first. Rain or Shine Elastomeric Waterproofing Paint, Matinco. Our Square Variables Incorporated, Compizel Enterprises, Saisho International Trading Corporation, DN Steel, EMAC UPB Roof Corporation. East West Bank, your dream, our focus.
Hey, Gretchen Ho here, and I'm a white coffee lover. Creamy kasi, and very yummy. Pero mas masarap kung hindi nakaka-guilty. Check my new discovery, Sanmig Sugar-Free White Coffee. Puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na! Sanmig Sugar-Free White Coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free.
The successful development of TPLEX, or Tarlac Pangasinan La Union Expressway in 2009, a 4-lane toll road that extends from Tarlac City to Rosario La Union, with an additional approved extension of 56 kilometers all the way to San Juan La Union. This is expected to reduce travel time to Baguio and other provinces in northern Luzon. Realizing the vision of creating a better world for Filipinos fueled the team's focus.
Listo at ganado ang baby ko sa vet-approved Nutrichunks. With active boost and prebiotics na pampalisto. Made with real meat, with essential nutrients to help them grow healthy and happy. Listo, ganado sa Nutrichunks.
Ikaw lang ang star ng buhay ko. Para sa akin, perfect ka. Ang cheesy ng corned beef mo. Pag Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef, sarap ng corned beef, inangat pa ng real cheese cubes. Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef.
Welcome back. This is Eagle News America. I'm Anna Cui in Las Vegas. A $50 million hazard pay grant for Pennsylvania's frontline workers in life-sustaining industries. In Swarthmore, Bureau Chief Myla Simbolan has the details. Myla?
Thanks, Anna. Through the Federal Coronavirus Aid, Relief and Economic Security, or what we call CARES Act, $50 million hazard pay will be provided for Pennsylvania's frontline workers in life-sustaining industries. This was announced by Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf. Let's take a look.
So today I'm going to be announcing, and Carol, we're announcing that the General Assembly and I have taken $50 million from CARES Act funding, and we're directing that to provide hazard pay to the folks who do the things that we need them to do to keep us all alive. This funding is going to provide eligible employees with up to $3 an hour for all those making less than $20 an hour or less, or a $1,200 total pay increase over the upcoming 10-week period. This funding is going to be directed to employees, but it's going to run through the employers. and the Department of Community and Economic Development will be accepting applications from these employers, the businesses, healthcare systems, nonprofits, transportation organizations, and economic development corporations who are working on behalf of a group of businesses or healthcare nonprofits. We will work to distribute this funding to these groups quickly so that we can get it into the hands of employees as quickly as possible. This hazard pay is going to help these hardworking employees offset costs related to working through the COVID-19 pandemics, the expenses such as buying masks, taking alternative forms of transportation, and finding childcare. More importantly, it's going to serve as a thank you from the people of Pennsylvania, 13 million Pennsylvanians, from all of us to those who worked on the front lines, who took these risks, and who we sometimes, I think, took for granted throughout this pandemic.
The grant will be available for employers offering hazard pay during the eligible program period and will be administered by the Department of Community and Economic Development, or DCED. Who are those essential workers eligible to receive the grant? Here's Deputy Secretary, Office of Business Financing, Carol Kilco.
So many of those courageous Pennsylvanians answered the call. Our hospital workers, our first responders, they put their protective gear and helped save lives. Our transit workers provided transportation for many of our employees to be able to get to those jobs and provide the critical services that we needed for our citizens. Our child care providers, they were looking after the children of all of our essential workers. And manufacturers, food processors who continued to go to work and ensure that the critical supply chain remained intact. And so many more frontline workers in all of our life-sustaining industries really did the same.
In addition, life-sustaining industries include healthcare and social assistance, ambulatory healthcare services, hospitals, nursing and residential care facilities, transit and ground passenger transportation, food manufacturing, food retail facilities, security services for eligible industries, and also janitorial services are also included. In Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, Myla Simbulan, Eagle News, we live in interesting times. Anna?
Thank you, Myla, for your report. That's a really nice way to show gratitude to all of those frontline workers. And it's good to hear that it's not just limited to the healthcare workers. I'm wondering, can individual employees apply for this grant?
Oh yes, definitely. If you're eligible, applicants may apply for grants. The DCED has an online electronic single application for those who want to apply individually. The application is available. You can apply between July 16th to July 31st. Anna? That's good.
So that will be much help for, especially right now with the unemployment, the extended unemployment benefits will be expiring this month, right? Thank you, Myla. Stay safe out there.
You too, Anna. Thank you.
A federal judge's son was killed and her husband critical after both were shot in their New Jersey home. In Union Township, our Bureau Chief, Carlo Valdez, with the report. Carlo?
Thanks, Anna. Federal Judge Esther Sala's son was shot fatally, while her husband was also shot and critically injured Sunday evening at around 5 p.m. Sources say that the gunman was dressed as a delivery driver and gunned down the judge's 20-year-old son, Daniel Anderl. The gunman also shot her 63-year-old husband, Mark Anderl, at their North Brunswick Township home. Judge Salas, who was believed to be in another part of the home during the attack, was not injured. Authorities believe that the main suspect of the shooting was attorney Roy Den Hollander, who was found dead in Rockland, New York, who may have died of self-inflicted gunshot wounds. As of this time, the motive of the attack is not clear. FBI Newark is asking to call 1973-792-3000 if they have any relevant information. And as for COVID-19 updates, New Jersey reported 177 positive COVID-19 test results on Monday, bringing the total to 176,963. Sadly, 9 more deaths were reported, bringing the total to 13,741. In Union Township, New Jersey, Carlo Valdez, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Back to you, Anna.
Thank you, Carlo, for that report. You know, shootings are happening so close to home. How do you feel about that?
Yes, Anna, it's hard to listen to news like this, especially when the ones dying are so young. Their son Daniel was only 20 years old and was going to follow in his parents' footsteps in the legal field just because someone had hatred in their heart. And that's what we're really dealing with here. It's like the evil happening around us. But we must learn from it, and we should continue to show our love and spread love, because evil is what we're really up against. And we should always be pray so that we may be protected from such. Anna?
Thank you, Carlo. Well, our thoughts are with them. And thank you, Carlo. Make sure you stay safe out there.
Thank you, Anna. Second.
Washington Governor Jay Inslee keeps pause on counties, and volunteer group thrives in Snohomish County. In Everett, Michael Hudson has the details.
Hey, Anna. Hope you're doing well. First and foremost, Governor Inslee has placed a pause on all of the Washington state counties effective immediately. And basically what this means is they are not allowing any of the counties to advance to the next phase of the Safe Start 4-phase program that the governor has instituted back in May. This pause is continuing until the end of July. And Inslee said today, we have to face a brutal truth. Unfortunately, this pandemic is still raging in the state of Washington. That's painful to say, but it is a reality. In the meantime, the governor continues to stress the importance of wearing a mask, and though it may be cumbersome to most, it will continue to protect everyone and prevent the pandemic from rising. We'll be sure to keep you posted on the story as we get more information. As of right now, the state currently has 46,946 positive cases, and right now 1,447 deaths. Washington state, though believed to be ground zero when it comes to the pandemic, remains the 21st highest state when it comes to the positive COVID-19 cases. So we've been seeing significant progress since the beginning. On a bright note, a volunteer group called the Medical Reserve Corps has more than 500 volunteers that work several hours each day in helping the medical staff in Snohomish County, which is the second largest county in the state. And what they do is the individuals, they have no medical background, most of them, and they do their part in aiding the various testing sites in the area. Therese Quinn, who's the director of the program, said, "It makes me feel like there's hope for the world to see how people step forward and do this work just because they want to do something to help people. People get depressed in these times. That's something to think about. How many wonderful, amazing people there are. That makes it worth going on." So when the county initially set up a call to action for the volunteers for this program, there were already hundreds of people lined up to take part in the group. And even though they knew that they would have to work long hours and not be paid for this position. The Reserve Corps is still looking for volunteers. Those who speak multiple languages are especially needed. You can fill out an application on the website www.snOHD.org/221/medical-reserve.corps, Reporting from Everett, Washington, I'm Michael Hudson. We live in interesting times.
Thank you for your report, Michael. So Governor Inslee, I guess, is being cautious. How do you feel about that?
Yes, I think it's a great move. I think if anything, they kind of caught it before it got even worse. I know that he's making a concerted effort, really looking at the numbers with the health staff, which is a great thing because it just shows that he really cares about rectifying the issue right now. So I think it's a really good move on his part.
Yeah, and this volunteer group, thank you for reporting that as well. We could always use some positive, good news, right? And things like that when you hear of people just helping out of the the kindness of their hearts, and like you mentioned, when people are feeling down, they're depressed, things like that always can be uplifting. So thank you for including that as well. Well, I'm curious, what are you doing to keep yourself busy these days?
Oh man, well luckily the golf courses are open, so I've been doing a lot of that, and it's finally starting to get hot out. It's like been mid-70s here in Washington, which is perfect weather. So I've just been doing golf and then just basically just spending time with family. So
well, good. Well, thanks for rubbing it in, because here in Vegas, I believe we are at 106. Our high was 106 Fahrenheit today, which is about 41 degrees Celsius. So enjoy your 70 degrees weather out there. But be safe, Mike. We'll see you again next time. Coming up, more updates from our correspondents across the U.S. Stay with us. This is Eagle News America.
Naipakita na nila ang kanilang galing. Nasa inyong mga kamay ang kanilang kapalaran. 100% ng desisyon kung sino ang tatanghaling tagisan ng galing grand winner ay manggagaling sa boto ninyo. Kaya iboto na ang pinakamagaling na contestant para sa iyo. Kung ikaw ay Team Angel Nicole Francisco, text TNG Space Angel and send to 0922-1101-400. Sa palagay mo, Cosmic Angels ang pinakamagaling. Text TNG Space Cosmic and send to 0922-110-1400. Kung Power Duo ang nagpahanga sa iyo, text TNG Space Power and send to 0922-110-1400. Support na kung napahanga ka ni Jonah Chris Bandilio. Text TNG Space Jonah Chris and send to 0922-110-1400.
Number 1 at the best ba para sa'yo si Ed Rain o Clarino? Text TNG Space Ed Rain and send to 0922-110-1400.
Sa text votes, isang boto kada isang mobile number. Make sure na tama ang keyword para valid ang boto mo. Pwede rin kayong bumoto via online. Pumunta lang sa Tagisan ng Galing channel sa YouTube. I-click ang subscribe. Hanapin ang individual performance ng paborito ninyong top 5 finalists. Panoorin, i-like at mag-comment. At i-share. Ang total percentage ng boto para sa inyong paboritong contestant will be computed as follows. 25% ay manggagaling sa inyong text votes. 25% ay mula sa bilang ng mga views. 25% para sa total numbers of likes. At 25% ang magmumula sa total number of shares ng mga videos ng kanilang mga individual performances. Kaya naman, lahat ng boto, views, like at share ninyo ay mahalaga. So, vote now! Sabay-sabay nating abangan kung sino ang tatanghaling grand winner sa Tagisan ng Galing. Tagisan ng Galing is presented by SMC Infrastructure, building a better world. Sandig sugar-free white coffee, puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na Sandig sugar-free white coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free. Veg-approved Nutrichunks, the only premium dog food with active boost for optimum energy and prebiotics that help strengthen immunity. Just like Catherine Bernardo, gawing listo ganado ang fur babies niyo. Listo ganado sa Nutrichunks. Magnolia Chicken Templados, delicious, ready to cook and freshly marinated daily. Pure Foods Lunch and Meat, pure sarap for every family. Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef, ang cheesy ng corned beef mo. Walang duda, kids can tell na #1 ang Pure Foods Tender Juicy. Ang tender, ang juicy, ang sarap. Co-presented by Cooper, expert in air conditioning and electromechanical. Also engaged in structural, electrical, fire protection, plumbing, and sanitary services. Cooper, your ultimate MEPS and air conditioning solutions. Unlad Incorporated International, fight against global poverty. New San Jose Builders Incorporated, Canrib Corporation, your ventilation and air conditioning specialist. Vita Herbs Philippines Green Coffee. Masarap, mabango, at healthy pa. Puerto Rico Resort and Convention Center, Cabiao, Nueva Ecija. I love Puerto Rico. In participation with Philippine National Bank, masasandalan ng pamilyang Pilipino saan man sa mundo. PNB, you first. Rain or Shine Elastomeric Waterproofing Paint. Matimco. R Square Variables Incorporated. Compizel Enterprises. Saisho International Trading Corporation. DN Steel. EMAC UPB Roof Corporation. East West Bank. Your dream, our focus.
Hey, Gretchen Ho here, and I'm a white coffee lover. Creamy kasi, and very yummy. Pero mas masarap kung hindi nakaka-guilty. Check my new discovery, San-May Sugar-Free White Coffee. Puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na! San-May Sugar-Free White Coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free.
Skyway Stages 1 and 2, the elevated toll road system project, run from a section of the South Luzon Expressway from Alabang to Magallanes, Makati. The Skyway Stage 3 is an elevated expressway connecting the South Luzon Expressway through the existing Skyway Stages 1 and 2 to the North Luzon Expressway via Balintawak. Skyway Stage 4 is an 80-kilometer mixed elevated and at-grade toll road that will connect the existing Skyway system, starting from the FTI section all the way to Bulacan.
Listo at ganado ang baby ko sa vet-approved NutriChunks with active boost and prebiotics na pampalisto. Made with real meat, with essential nutrients to help them grow healthy and happy. Listo, ganado sa NutriChunks.
Bakit natin ipinagluluto ang mga mahal natin? We want them to feel special. Some meaty luncheon meat that we serve. If your pure intentions had a taste, it would taste like Pure Foods. Pure Sarap, Pure Foods luncheon meat.
Hello there, I'm Alfred, and I'm a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, batch of 2008 in New Era University. I'm currently working as an operations analyst in Autodesk.
Hi, I'm Earl Escanio, and I graduated with Bachelor of Science major in Computer Science in 2010. I am a consultant at Trinity Consulting, LLC.
Hi, I'm Ivy Macapagal, Bachelor's of Computer Science graduate, year 2010. I'm currently working as a cybersecurity analyst in one of the largest telcos here in New Zealand, Coast Park NZ.
I'm Frank David Riego, a BS Computer Science graduate year 2015. As a legal analyst, I am tasked to read US cases, specifically civil torts cases.
I am Melanie Rico Hermosi, a Bachelor of Science and Computer Science graduate, year 2006.
I'm currently a software quality assurance engineer at FBI Systems here in Maryland, United States.
Hi, I'm Renzo Cruz. I'm a graduate of BS Computer Science, year 2012. I'm currently working abroad, and I'm working as a senior cybersecurity consultant who specializes in digital forensics and incident response. And I am part of a national security in one of the countries here in the Middle East.
I am inviting everyone to study at New Era University. To legit, to grit.
Be brilliant in the new era.
Study now at New Era University. Excellence,
Discipline,
Service to humanity.
Malaking parte ng pamumuhay namin ang agrikultura. Sa mother side ko, ang kanilang kalakal ay animal husbandry. Sila po ay nag-aalaga ng mga baka. Magmula po sa Pangasinan, napunta po ng Nueva Ecija. Ang father side ko naman po, mula po sa Spain, pagdating nila dito sa Pilipinas, sila po yung tinatawag na uring may lupa. Talagang nabuhay po kami, ibinuhay po sa amin ang agrikultura. Mga mahal kong kababayan, ito po si Robin Padilla, inaanyayahan ko po kayong manood ng Unlad, Kaagapay sa Hanap Buhay. Dito po sa Net 25.
May kaagapay sa hanap buhay.
Welcome back. This is Eagle News America. I'm Anna Cui in Las Vegas. A judge clarifies that the number of COVID-19 related infant deaths in Nueces County is not a sudden surge. In Dallas, Nadina Manawas has the story.
Howdy everyone. In Texas, County Judge Barbara Canales of Nueces County in Corpus Christi has issued an official statement on July 18 to clarify that the reported 85 babies under age of 1 year who were tested positive for COVID-19 was the cumulative total since the beginning of testing in mid-March. Judge Canales further emphasized in the statement that the Nueces County has not had a sudden surge of 85 infants testing positive. Texas, as of July 19, has a total of 325,030 reported cases of COVID-19, 3,958 fatalities, and 162,936 recoveries. Meanwhile, the Texas Education Agency, or T, has announced on Friday the additional reopening guidance, including local option for an online-only start to the school year 2020-2021. Here is Commissioner Morat's video message to Texas teachers and parents.
To our teachers, staff, and parents, my name is Mike Morath, Commissioner of the Texas Education Agency. We live in unnerving times. COVID has been a major disruption in all of our lives, both personally and professionally. I've talked to so many teachers and parents around the state of Texas who are itching to see kids back in classrooms, students who want to see their friends and their teachers, teachers who want to get back in classrooms. And I've also talked to many teachers and parents who are nervous about what this means and how can it be done safely. We at TEA have spent the last several months talking to medical experts around the state, around the country, as well as examining how schools are being reopened around the globe. And we've crafted a framework so that schools can open safely, subject to a variety of adjustments to keep our staff and our students safe. We know that there are parents who are nervous and who want to keep their children home, and for that we will support them with remote instruction 100% of the way. But we also know that the on-campus instructional environment is invaluable, that a child's academic and social growth flourishes in a Texas public school. As a result, our framework ensures that there will be on-campus instruction available for all students who need it in the state of Texas. But at the same time, we know we need to provide local schools flexibility to adapt to local health conditions, especially given the rise in COVID cases that we're seeing across the state. Today, we've announced that every school that needs it can adopt a 4-week back-to-school transition window where instruction can be fully virtual if need be. This should give us time to work collectively to flatten the curve on this epidemic. And at the same time, if that is insufficient time, local school boards have the ability to adopt an additional 4-week transition window should that be necessary. To our Texas teachers, what you do in normal times is nothing short of extraordinary, helping eager young minds become the best versions of themselves. But these are not normal times. We will support flexibility at the local level to ensure that all of our schools remain safe and are available to our kids. Thank you to teachers and parents across the state of Texas. God bless.
And as the school districts delay the start of the in-person instruction for the 2020-2021 school year due to COVID-19, Governor Abbott, Lieutenant Governor Patrick, Speaker Bonin, Senate Finance, the House Appropriations Committee chairs announced Friday of an e-learning funding for Texas students. The state of Texas will allocate $200 million funding to the Texas Education Agency for the purchase of e-learning devices and home internet solutions to enable remote learning during the COVID-19 pandemic for Texas students that lack connectivity. Now for other news. It's welcome back race fans this weekend at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, where the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 triple header event happens. The racing event started Saturday with the NASCAR Xfinity Series My Bariatric Solutions 300 victory awarded to Austin Cindric after Kyle Busch was disqualified when his Joe Gibbs Racing number 54 Toyota failed the post-race inspection. However, Busch bounced back and won the NASCAR Ganda RV and Outdoor Truck Series Vancore 350 held Saturday evening. Both were run as non-spectators events. Fans with pre-purchase or exchange race tickets are welcome to attend the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 NASCAR Cup Series on Sunday, July 19, subject to social distancing requirements and additional protocols. The Texas Motor Speedway lists this event as the first major league sports event in Texas open to fans since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Dallas, Texas, I'm Anita Manawis, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Anita, for all the updates. Harmful algae have been found on Lady Bird Lake. Pet owners are warned. And free curbside meals offered to Austin families by the Austin School District. Eagle News correspondent Rio Montequillo has the details. Rio?
Thank you, Anna, and howdy from the Lone Star State. On Monday, the city of Austin announced that harmful toxins were found in blue-green algae on certain bodies of water, such as Lady Bird Lake at Red Bud Isle and Festival Beach. This harmful algae bloom occurs when cyanobacteria, also called blue-green algae, produce toxins which have sickened and killed several dogs in 2019. While Austin Metro residents may be searching for summer activities to do outdoors while practicing social distancing, the city cautions pet owners to prevent their dogs from swimming or drinking from Lady Bird Lake. Although the 2019 harmful algae bloom mostly impacted dogs and the risk to humans is currently low, the city advises to avoid stagnant water at the lake. Boating may continue, but people are advised not to touch algae directly. If you fall into the water, get out as soon as possible and rinse off. And remember that people are not allowed to swim in Lady Bird Lake. Monitoring data is available at austintexas.gov/algae. Meanwhile, we shift gears to Austin Independent School District as during this summer, AISD, in collaboration with the Texas Department of Agriculture, will provide meals for children under the age of 19, and curbside meals will be offered at more than 15 sites. Austin ISD school buses will deliver meals to more than 60 locations throughout the community. Any child under the age of 19 may receive one breakfast and one lunch meal daily, Monday through Thursday, with Fridays as the weekend meal distribution day. No application or identification needed. Children can simply show up at any participating site to receive a healthy meal. Austin ISD will also serve meals to students over the age of 19 who are utilizing special education resources or currently enrolled in school to complete the requirements for a high school diploma. Caregivers and parents may also receive meals through August or until funds are depleted. Meals will be prepared by local restaurants and distributed Monday through Friday at Austin ISD curbside and bus stop meal delivery sites. Caregiver meals will be available only to the adults accompanying children or with documentation of the children they are picking meals up for. Caregiver meals are available until supplies run out and is made possible through funds from the City of Austin and the Austin Independent School District Crisis Support Fund established by the Austin Educational Fund. More information can be found at austinisd.org. In Austin, Texas, I'm Rio Mataquillo. Eagle News, we live in interesting times. Back to you, Anna.
Thank you for your report, Rio. It's good to hear that those programs continue, even though, it's summertime. What about you? What are some of summertime activities that you're doing while practicing social distancing out there?
So, thank goodness with technology, we have Zoom. I'm able to communicate with my friends through Zoom, and we play online games together. And as I've mentioned in the report, boating is okay, so I could go paddle boarding if I wanted to.
Well, that's good. Water activities is always good in the heat of summer. How hot is it out there?
Oh my goodness, it's like 90s, but then going up to 100s. I know like last week, we went up to like 108, 110. It was super, super hot.
Wow. I did. So same thing here in Las Vegas. That's about 42, 43, 42 degrees Celsius. That's really hot. Well, make sure you keep cool and stay safe, Rio. Thank you for your report.
Thank you. You as well.
Los Angeles serves 2,829 households at a drive-through food distribution. In North Hills, Pearl Rogacion reports. Hi, Pearl.
Hi, Anna. Superintendent Janice Hahn, the County of Los Angeles, LA County Parks, LA County Library, LA Food Bank, LA Labor, Long Beach City and Long Beach City College recently partnered together to serve 2,829 households at a drive-through food distribution. The County of Los Angeles is committed to providing resources for food to LA's most vulnerable communities during this COVID-19 pandemic through the Let's Feed LA initiative. Through this, the County of Los Angeles mobilizes public agencies, volunteers, and nonprofits to provide meals to all that are in need during this difficult time. The Great Plates Delivered program is also another resource available to Angelinos through the Workforce Development Agent and Community Service Department. This program is the first in the nation meal delivery service in Los Angeles County to help those in need of home-delivered meals while also providing local restaurants, hospitality, and transportation businesses with work. Those older adults in the program can enroll online, free of charge, for 3 home-delivered meals a day. The purpose of Great Plates Delivered is to assist older adults and those high-risk individuals to stay healthy and at home by delivering them 3 meals a day and to provide essential economic stimulus to businesses that may be struggling due to the current COVID-19 pandemic. The requirement to participate in this program are 65 years or older, living alone or with another program-eligible adult, not currently receiving assistance from state, earns between $25,520 to $74,940 if single, and has difficulty accessing food served resources. Individuals living in Los Angeles County who are interested in this program are urged to register at aginglacity.org/senior meals. In Los Angeles County, the number of new cases increased today with 3,106 newly reported cases and 9 new deaths. The total number of confirmed cases in the county are 159,045 with 4,104 deaths as announced today by the Los Angeles Public Health Department. Meanwhile, the state of California now has a total of 391,538 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 7,694 deaths, as recorded by the California Department of Public Health. In North Hills, California, Pearl Rogacion, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Pearl, for your report. Now, I'm wondering what happens when the programs that you mentioned, like the ones you mentioned, reach capacity. Do senior adults in need of help, food help, have other options out there?
Yes, Anna, there are quite a few other organizations that provide free food or grocery delivery. The LA Regional Food Bank, for example, has a network of food banks to help residents. Other groups like the East LA Corps, San Fernando Valley Corps, and the Southeast Communities Corps have established sites where food can be picked up. There's also Shop for Seniors, People for People LA, and others pair seniors with volunteers who can take care of grocery shopping and delivery. For more detailed information of this, Angelinos can visit the website I mentioned earlier. It's at aging.lact.org/senior meals. Anna?
Thank you, Pearl. It's always good to have those resources for our seniors. Thank you, and be safe out there.
You too, Anna. Thank you.
California Governor Gavin Newsom lays out the plan for schools to reopen in the fall. In Sacramento, Bureau Chief Angel Membrera reports. Let's take a look.
Thank you. As the start of the new school year approaches, schools begin to put plans in place that align with the requirements set by the Governor's Office of California. Here is an overview from Governor Gavin Newsom.
Here is the 5 principles that we are laying out in terms of our expectations. Here is our pandemic plan for schools in the state of California. Number 1, safe in-person school based, again, if you're going to be in person in the school, based upon local health data. And I'll walk through that bullet point in more detail in a moment. We have new mask requirements that we are putting forth today, some clarification and some constructive guidance on physical distancing and other adaptations that we expect to see within the school setting. We're putting out specific guidance as it relates to testing and contact tracing in our school system, and what we mean by distance learning. And the word rigorous is foundational. If we're going to have distance learning, and we will, to make sure that it's real, that we address equity, we address the divide, and it's quality, it's rigorous distance learning.
More details on this plan. Number 1, schools may reopen in person if it is safe to do so. And this is calculated based on a number of new infections in that county per 100,000 residents, positivity rate, and hospitalization rate. In connection with this, if a county is on the monitoring list, then they are not allowed to reopen schools unless that county has been taken off of that monitoring list for 2 consecutive weeks. Number 2, mask requirements for anyone at the school. However, it is only encouraged for students in the 2nd grade and below. If a student does not have a mask, they should be provided one by the school. And in preparation of this requirement, 18 million face mask coverings have already been delivered to schools across the state. Number 3, physical distancing of 6 feet between staff and students. In addition to this, health screenings for anyone entering campuses, as well as hand washing stations. Number 4, periodical testing of every staff member on a rotating basis. The question that comes up, however, is how regular will these testings be given, considering the fact that there is a shortage of tests available? And number 5, rigorous distance learning. We've learned that with the last part of this most recent school year, that technology is a vital part in distance learning. With that, additional funding of $5.3 billion has been allocated to schools to help with getting proper resources out to students. And this includes devices as well as connectivity for students. After Governor Newsom laid out this plan, he tweeted, "The health and safety of our teachers, students, and staff must be our top priority, while allowing our students to continue to learn during the COVID-19 pandemic. Here is a clip from the press conference.
Our students, our teachers, staff, and certainly parents, we all prefer in-classroom instructions for all the obvious reasons, social and emotional foundationally, but only if it can be done safely. As a parent, I believe that as someone that has a responsibility to help support the education of 6+ million kids in the state of California, I have the backs of our staff, our teachers, our school nurses, our counselors, our guidance staff, principals, bus drivers, janitors, all the folks that are responsible for the caretaking, the safety, and the health of our children. We have to have their backs as well, including, obviously, the preciousness that is our children and the kids in our education system. But safety is foundational, and safety will ultimately make the determination of how we go about educating our kids as we move into the fall and we work our way through this pandemic.
In Sacramento, California, Angel Membrari, Eagle News, we live in interesting times.
Thank you, Angel, for that report. Let's continue to thank our frontline and essential workers with a round of applause. We continue to appreciate each and every one of you. That is today's Eagle News America. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Cui, and we live in interesting times.